Who doesn't love black bean sauce? Here is a home-style childhood favorite, black bean chicken. Hey everyone, I'm Flo, Dude is behind the camera, and we are all about simple food, simple faith. All written recipes are available to my patrons on Patreon, so let's get started. We are starting with 2 pounds of chicken thighs that I have already cut up into 1.5-inch pieces. And we are just gonna set that aside. So I prepare the marinade, starting with 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, I want to say 2 tablespoons of Shaoxing wine, but this is all I have left. So I'm going to use the remaining of this, just maybe a teaspoon at best. What should we add, dude? Some bourbon?
Yes.
Okay, the rest will be bourbon.
Bring on the bourbon.
People wonder what we do with that bourbon back there.
We drink it, folks.
2 teaspoons of sesame oil. And I'll be right back. I forgot the sugar.
Good.
2 teaspoons of sugar. About 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. A pinch of chili flakes for some heat. 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. We're just going to mix this up. The cornstarch, whoa, I can totally smell that bourbon. The cornstarch is to velvet the chicken. Just gives it a nice smooth texture. And we're just going to dump our chicken in there. I'm just going to mix this up and let this marinate while I prepare the rest of the ingredients. Just make sure that they're coated. The black bean used in Chinese cooking is a fermented black bean. So I've already rinsed my black beans in just some cold water. I rinsed it out a few times because they're really salty otherwise. And I have about 2 tablespoons in here. And I'm just going to chop these up a little bit more so that we can get the flavor into all the chicken. When I am chopping up, say, these black beans, or whenever I am using a rocking motion to chop, that's when I prefer using my chef knife over my santoku knife. So you just want to chop it up a little bit. You can chop it up as much as you like. I think my mom, because she used to cook with a cleaver, the handle of her cleaver was round, and she would just mush it all up in her bowl along with the garlic. But I figure chopping it up is just as effective. Just scoop it up and put it in the chicken. Grating a couple of teaspoons of ginger straight in. I'm using a couple of teaspoons of my freeze-dried garlic because I am out and I haven't gone to the store. And I find this garlic actually pretty good to use in a pinch. It's better than garlic powder.
In a pinch. Nice pun.
All right, let's stir all of this in. Oh, it smells good. Like I can actually smell the garlic and the ginger and the black bean sauce.
How about the bourbon?
Or black beans. I don't really smell the bourbon anymore. When I first started stirring it around, was like, wow, so much bourbon. We'll need to use a dish with a lip so that it will catch all the sauce that it will create. And I'm using this dish and the 8-quart because I know this fits perfectly in here. It will not fit in my 6-quart. So if you're going to make this dish in the 6-quart, I would half the recipe find a smaller dish that will fit into your 6-quart. And the written recipe will be for a 6-quart because I usually make my recipes for 6-quart. But today we are making it in the 8-quart because my family is piggy and 1 pound of chicken will not do. No smart comment coming from Dude?
I was just saying in my head. How dare you?
Okay, see, it fits perfectly. Okay, this is going on the trivet. Lowering it into the pot. I already have a cup of water inside. Lock the lid into place, making sure the sealing knob, is on a sealing. And we are going to pressure cook on high level for 8 minutes, I think will do. Okay, I just quick released this pressure. Let's see what we have. Oh, looks so good.
And smells amazing. Again, we should have smell-o-vision, but we don't.
All right. Oh, this is gonna be so good over rice. And if you want, you can sprinkle some green onions on top. I know you're all ready for
The taste. You know, I thought that this time of stay at home would drive up my desire for takeout and the food that we've been missing out on in the restaurant. But really, I mean, my situation is an exception because Flo is an exceptional cook. So we eat super well in this household. But really, the last time we went out for takeout, it wasn't as satisfying as I thought. So take it for what it is. Check this out, guys. Fantastic. But you know what, guys? Look at this. Look at this dish. It is swimming in liquid gold. It's gonna be so good on rice. It's gonna be magic. I know that we've done black bean spare ribs, but the difference here is that there are no bones. So you can just put it into your mouth and chew and enjoy the goodness without those pesky bones. I'm surely gonna burn my mouth, but I'm like, wow. Dude, so good. Super packed with flavor. It's gonna be like bomb on rice. The texture is smooth, and you know what you do with the velveting of the chicken? It's absolutely necessary. And it just so much better than so much of the takeout that we've had. So that's it. You gotta do this.
Awesome, thanks, Dude. Perfect for the lazy eater, but also perfect for the lazy cook because that was super easy to put together a super flavorful and delicious meal. For more childhood favorites, I'll see you over there.